One. Welcome to the Allegedly Podcast with
Ink spot from
he
the
always late.
307.
Always
Jet,
late.
Jet, you know.
And T.O. And today we got a very, very special guest. We got the two-time champion coach, Julian Washington.
It's good to be in the building today. Just want to say what's up to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Coach,
Yeah.
welcome, Coach.
Yeah. The first two-time champion of the Murder Cherry Fantasy Football League. 2018 and 2020, if I'm correct.
That's correct.
How does that feel? How does that feel?
Given the competition level and the league itself, it feels real good. I know how much time and effort I put into all my decisions, and I know that, every member in the league does at least that, if not more. So to come out on top twice is amazing, I love it.
Has to be a great feeling. Has to be a great feeling. And now that you know that, you do have a target on your back. So let's Jet, throw your question out there.
First of all, congrats, Coach, for on winning it again.
Thank you very much.
Very good season. But as we progress through life, things must go on. So the next question is for me is your general expectations of this season as a whole. What are you looking to accomplish? As far as I know, a championship, but how dominant are you trying to be?
Well, first things first, we got to win a division. So that's what we set our eyes on first. Every division opponent we take very seriously. We got a division opponent this week, my kryptonite, but first things first, we win a division, and then we look to see what the playoffs look like, but 1 week at a time. As far as records, I just want to get in the dance. Once you make the tournament, then who knows what goes from there. We were a number one seed the first time. No, the second time, and I think the first time we were a number 3 seed. But either way, I think the year that T.O. won it, he came from like the 4th or the 5th seed and won it all. So as long as you're in the tournament, you got a shot. So that's what we're looking for.
Awesome.
Yeah, this ink spot from the 307. Want to ask you, with your team this week, what do you think will be some key points that you could lean on?
First of all, thank you for that question. Second of all, as far as individual matchups, you mean, or just overall a number?
I mean personnel, like let's say, for example, Metcalf against whomever, or something like that, so to speak.
Well, in this league, PPR is very important. So you got to have 2 good number ones at your wideout. And I think we did that with Metcalf and Jefferson coming off the season they had last season. So, and they got juicy matchups this week. The Colts, they're real good against the run, but they suspect against the pass. And Cincinnati is Cincinnati. Until they show something, they got to show it.
Right.
I think it starts there. My running back matchups aren't that great, but if we catch a few passes, maybe sneak in the end zone, I think we'll be all
Nice. So I want to go back to something that you alluded to, and you mentioned your kryptonite. So we're gonna go back to last season a little bit because we need to hear your feelings around this. So in week 5, you played him at home, and he squeaked by you, 125 to 122. We talk about Coach Darnell. But then in week 9, you went to Wide Street and you took a thought. That score was 148 to 170. So 2 of your 4 losses came to Coach Darnell and Cardinal Lumber. So what's your feelings around this? How does the team feel about this game? What was the feeling like in the locker room?
Well, anytime we face Coach Darnell, I'm gonna just go out and say, I'm gonna just come out and say, it's personal. And he self-proclaimed himself the king of Myrtle, and I didn't like that statement at all.
Ouch.
But the proof is in the pudding for whatever reason, and I guarantee you on paper the matchups are there, but just didn't come to fruition last year. But that is in the past, we done flushed that. We looking forward to tomorrow. I don't think he have any Monday night matchups or me either. So by the end of the Sunday night game, we'll see who the new champ of Murder Street is. And y'all know me, I've been in the league since we started, and I'm not one to talk shit, so I'm not gonna do that. But I would really, really, really like to be.
That's something I hate to see somebody from his side just claim that he the king of Murder Street. There's a lot goes on down there. So
Yeah.
looking at y'all matchups, actually you're about a 13-point favorite at the moment.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We throw all that out the window.
Favorite. 16
if
points.
you go back and you look at every time we faced each other, Vegas has put me as the favorite, but it don't. For whatever reason, they play extra hard against us, and we have to match that intensity. We will match that intensity.
And so you saying you're gonna go on the wide street, the Exxon Coliseum, and be able to face that crowd that you're gonna face in there this weekend. Y'all
We
prepared?
know it's definitely gonna be a hostile environment. We're looking to get batteries, sodas, beers, all of that tossed on us as we going back to the locker room. But they're gonna be throwing that because they're angry, not because they're happy.
Okay. I like to hear that. That's what we like to hear at Allegedly.
Speaking of that, Coach Washington, I have one other question for you. Looking at the matchups, is it anything about Coach Darnell's team that you feel like he will be able to lean on this week that y'all really have to keep your eye on? Any matchups that stand out, any personnel?
He's very top heavy, as most teams are in this league. Your first and your number one and your number two picks are usually very dominant. In his case, he got Mahomes and Henry. So and he got juicy matchups. Arizona was not that great against the run, but they did add JJ Watt, but who knows? And Mahomes is Mahomes, But I feel like we got two horses that'll cancel them out. So I think Russ will have a good game in Indianapolis, and I think the combination of McCaffrey and Montgomery will be able to cancel out Henry. I've never been a Joe Mixon fan. He is on my do not draft list. And, I like my wide receiver matchups, like I said. So that's how I see it playing out. But again, I've had this conversation with myself the last 3-4 years, and more often than not, it comes out the opposite. So we will see.
You just gotta crack that code.
I'm sorry, which state, Chief?
So you just gotta crack that code, right? You figuring that you got the combination this week to crack.
I mean, overall, we're very happy. Like you said, in the league right now, there's no two-time defending champ. I mean, we got that hanging over our head, but within our division, there is a salty matchup that we need. And it's crazy because, we switched divisions and I still ended up with that nigga. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how I look at it.
Oh, Roger Goodell got you, man. But speaking of that matchup, just to piggyback off a little bit about T.O. was talking, being that this game is a 2-game series, how important is to get the first one?
Very. And it's week 1, we want to set the tone for our season. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a 17. Are we doing 17 because of the
14 weeks, 14 regular season
weeks? Okay, yeah. So it's a 14-week season, and week one will not make or break your season, but just given what's on the line, and me personally, I would love to start out 1-0 compared to 0-1. So
Absolutely.
it's very important to us. We take every week very important. So,
Champ, we know you like to look ahead. Anything you seen Thursday night caught your eye? Anything you didn't expect?
as far as the Cowboys
Yeah, just in
and
that game. I know you like to look ahead. It's like, did you this is just in general because football was back.
yeah,
What you thought?
I didn't think initially Antonio Brown was going to be as big a factor in Tampa Bay offense this season. I thought he was going to get his. I was giving him like 0 for 50, maybe a touchdown, but he went bananas. No OJ Howard. That was a big surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was high on him, and it was all Gronk. So
Did he play? I don't remember seeing him.
oh, yeah, if he was out there blocking, didn't see him. And
I
then
ain't
as
see him
far as
either.
Dallas is concerned, living in the Hornets' nest, I got no love for the Cowboys. If you guys notice, I have never drafted a Cowboy, never have, never will. But Amari Cooper gonna be a dog this year, and look like as long as they can keep Dak healthy, because I didn't think he was gonna be this good. He's showing up.
So it's gonna be a good season, man. We excited that football back at allegedly. We excited allegedly back, and just ready to get it going, man. Y'all got a 0-0 matchup. It gets started for y'all tomorrow in the game of the week. A big rivalry game. The champ get we started you out on the road. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how you don't get a home game first game this season, but we'll bring the banners and the stuff next
It
time.
is what it is, no matter what, we go play with whatever on the schedule, we took a few chances as far as draft picks this year. McCaffrey was a big question mark going initially for me because Devontae Adams was a big part of the touchdown brothers last year. So, but throughout the mocks, I looked at what I would or would not have had I had chosen Adams, and I went with the more safer choice. So
Nice.
Sam Darnold will see, but I like my chances though. Even though I have the number one pick, we're in a tough division. Honestly, I don't see no cakewalks. I think every week will be tough, so I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it much.
Yeah, Coach. We didn't tell y'all congratulations, but congratulations on the ship, man. Yeah,
and that's okay.
Nah,
It's all good.
congratulations. We wish y'all well over there, man. It's a well-oiled machine, and we wish y'all the best of luck going in the future. And I hope you can crack that code and protect Murder Street.
Yeah, man. Protect the murder, man. Protect the murder.
We overlooked preseason, so honestly, ever since we got into boot camp, this is the game we've been looking forward to.
I don't want to be the only one holding down the block, man, because ain't nobody go come to Cherry and say they running. So
yeah, I got to get it. Got to.
Nice, man. So Champion, it was nice to see you. We're glad to have you as our first guest on Allegedly as we came back. Congrats on being a two-time champ. Good luck this year. We'll have you back on the show at some point. We know we got you scheduled again, possibly for the other rivalry, the big rivalry game y'all have, the Battle of the Washington Brothers. I think that's a good one to get on the show later on this year.
Absolutely.
No problem at all, fellas. Looking forward to it. Good seeing y'all again. Was up to the Murder Cherry. It's real. It didn't start. I'm coming for y'all. Y'all know that though. Friendly competition.
Love it.
We love it. So there we go. And that's it for the second episode of Allegedly Podcast with
Ink 307 from Ink Spot from 307.
Oh, Jet, you're
And T.O., this is a Murder Cherry Fantasy Football production. We out.
Y'all be